Here in Longley at Gath's farm, catching up with Matty Gath. Firstly, Matty, welcome back to Campbell's Comments, mate.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
Breeding is cool. It's a little catch cry that Brett Coffey sort of started up, and I must say I love it, and we find little ones every now and then. You had a great little win, I suppose, at Maryborough. I don't suppose. You definitely had a great win at Maryborough last Friday in the Aldebaran Park Platinum Series. Third Eye. This is Third Eye here. Firstly, it was a good win.
Yeah, I was going there. Basically, would come home extremely happy if we did everything right. That's the first goal. And after that was going to be a bonus. But it was quite a huge thrill to win first up, yeah.
Well, and I suppose, technically, on doing everything right, she did a little bit wrong, and we'll get to that part in a minute. But still, he was still able to win. Brilliant win. You must have been, one, like the win itself, you must have been chuffed.
I was, I'm having a nice little run lately. I wasn't expecting it to keep continuing. So yes, it was very overwhelming. Just really wrapped. Everybody's wrapped when you get a winner on the way home, and it was just super. Obviously, first up, winning a race for pacer or trotter is huge, let alone first up. So sometimes it takes 15, 10 starts to get one win. So you're on the board straight away, and it takes a little bit of pressure off.
Third Eye, he was having his first start, by Volstead, and it was quite a good day for Volstead. No mistake, I got the Haras Trotters gear on, but he had 4 runners, 2 first starters, got the chockies, I think, and the other 2 ran 3rd and 4th. But I said there before about breeding is cool. Roxy Maguire is a Bettors Delight, fully pacing bred mare, well performed mare in the pacing gate. But I know this was one of Pat Driscoll's little projects that you were able to pick up from the nutrient sale 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, we bought her and hoped that she could trot. Yes, as you said, she's basically pacing bred. Bettors Delight has thrown some trotters in the past. The mother, nice little mare that they had, Anton, and only won 1 race, a few placings, but she was really well bred, and obviously Volstead had a little bit of exciting new sire. So yeah, she ticked all the boxes in breeding. I just was hoping that she trotted. You were saying there before, you look at all of Pat's horses when you go to the sales. Is there a reason why you look at them all? There's certainly a reason why I look at all Pats, because they're exceptionally well bred. We can't, I don't have a brood mare that carries the bloodlines that they have, but I do this every year. I look at all of Pats. I try to look at I pretty much look at everyone every single year. I didn't get to them all this year, but the trotters particularly I'm talking about. So I do look at every single trotter that's there for the series, and some years we get one, and sometimes we don't.
That's why I want to point this out to people, because you don't have a big budget. You said to me there before, you quite often don't have the budget. But by looking at every horse, if all of a sudden one is within your price range, you can say, yeah, I do like this or I don't like this. I like looking at every horse. I'm fortunate enough I get to look at every horse from a business point of view, but also I just like looking to see eventually if you can say, oh, that's what makes a horse a nice horse, or what doesn't make a horse a nice horse.
Absolutely. We keep all the books from every year, so whether we buy one or not, we've still got the catalogue to look back and go, okay, I was half right with that one and very wrong with another one, and you try to just get better at every year. So it's not. It's not an easy caper trying to find, the one that's going to do it all the way. Anyone that says that they knew, they're lying. It's all a fair bit of luck involved. And I try to. The book doesn't worry me too much when I look at the individual, the horse, and I go over and look at the things that I like. And then once I've got my list, then I look at the book and go, well, I don't think I can afford that one, or I can afford this one, or So I sort of narrow it down and. Yeah, try to get the most correct, horse that I can find, and less pressure for things to go wrong. So yeah, it starts off that way, and then you just got to fingers crossed, and hopefully you've got something that can go a bit.
Third Eye, was she on your? Or he? I keep saying she. Was he on your? Did you think you'd be only going to be able to get him when you went over and had a look at him? Was he on the radar?
Her.
It is her. Sorry about that. I keep getting them mixed up.
Oh, everyone's, a possibility. You can always buy them. It's just when you're looking at Pat's horses, you're not going to usually buy them for 10,000 or something. You've got to have. Usually, you think you'd have to have between the 30 and above for nearly everything that he's got. which they all do make money, all of his horses. So no, we got her at a pretty nice price. I can't quite remember. It was only about 16 or 17. Should remember. It wasn't that long ago, but it wasn't a lot of money. And yeah, we got her home, and pretty much the first day we threw her on the jogger on the side, she just flowed and just trotted straight away. So we kind of, after a week, we knew that she certainly looked like a trotter and didn't even slightly free leg or pace, anything like that. And yeah, so, that was the goal. I wanted to buy a trotter, but, the worst consolation could have happened was that she paced, and she's bred good enough to pace.
That's exactly right. She's got a beautiful temperament. Has the temperament always been like that when you broke her in?
Always. She's the boss. She's one of those, mares that, which hopefully can leave a trademark. Usually good mares know that they're good. And look at her, she's been standing here, not a problem with her little mate here. Yeah, all the way. She's got her little funny traits, but basically easy. Do anything you want, but she's the boss.
Hillside's the other horse, anyone wondering, and we just say it's racing Kilmore on Friday night, so if anyone's curious on a flashy chest, Thursday night is it? We'll get back to the race. No, we'll actually go the other way. Third Eye, where did the name come from?
I'm a bit of a music man, Paul.
But I am too, and I've never heard of Third Eye, so you're gonna have to show people what music you listen to, matey.
I like a bit of heavy stuff, but I like everything. Don't get me wrong. I'll listen to Whitney Houston. I'll listen to anything, but I do prefer a little bit of heavy metal, and it's from a band called Tool. As I said to you before, you probably wouldn't know it, but it's a pretty well-known top sort of band, over the years in America. So this is not one of their top songs, but it's a song of theirs, and I like the name Third Eye, so I just threw it on the paper, and she got it.
I was wondering when I saw the race name, I was thinking, wonder if she's got something wrong or whatever, but no, there's nothing, just named after a good song, and she went good. In the run, Matty, I said there before that she went good. You said, hopefully she does everything right. Greenness probably nearly brought you undone maybe twice. Like she ran the mobile well, but to me looked like won the Murphy blind. Once she couldn't see that horse underneath, she sort of stopped accelerating, if you like, and almost got you in a bit of trouble out wide.
Yeah, who knows what how they think. You want to have a chat too, do you, mate? Yeah, where she just got to the lead and up the sprint lane, and then
no, I'm all mean out of the gate for initially. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, I just had a little crack for the lead, and I know that the other horse, Morrissey's horse, goes really good, and it was odds on, but it's a 2-year-old trotting race. There's anything can happen. Sometimes one can go off stride. So I had a little crack for the lead, and it wasn't there, and there's plenty of room to drop in behind the leader, and then. Yeah, and then after that, when she got the run, she accelerated really good, and then she tried to run off, really close near the line, and a lot of people would probably think that it was the Wynnum post or whatever it was, and I think that it could have been, but she was wearing a Murphy blind, she probably couldn't see it. For some reason, I think she ran out towards the other horse for, just for her own fault, But
I think that's the greatest upside with her. She has been that green in that race. Like you said, hopefully she does everything right and can get the jockey. She didn't gallop. She trotted all the way. Yeah. But there is still so much upside as far as racecraft and just a bit more maturity. She's going to be a lot of it, like a good excitement horse to come along.
Oh, hopefully, Paul. We all hope for the, what horse that can carry a little bit further. But she's shown me straight away that she can go. It was no fluke. We didn't go there expecting to win, but we knew she'd run a really good race. Like the experience for any of them, that get better, and they're all green. I noticed she was shaking when she was there. She was dripping with sweat, but the favourite that I beat, he was shaking as well, and another ran around the corner, and John Dusty, was dripping with sweat. So they're all just babies. They don't know what they're there for, but the experience will do them good, and hopefully she can do the right thing again on Saturday night in the final, and behave for starters, and then she's shown that. The other day they went exactly, the Nathan Jack's filly is another nice Volstead filly but it won by 25 metres, but we did go the exact same time, so that sort of helps you think that you've got some chance in the final. And I don't think that the odds, whatever she was, I didn't even really look, but it was $20-something. I find it hard how a horse can be $25 in a 5-horse race, but she's only got two, trial forms you can look up. One, she actually did make a mistake. The only mistake she's made in, say 7 times down at Bendigo track. And the other one was, like she run like an equal third or something against open horses, that go pretty good. So she's never really trialled against 2-year-olds too often. There was just none there every time I was there. So it was hard to exactly line up where you were. So then by racing them, I found out that she did line up.
She does line up, and she's going to be very, very competitive. And as I said there before, like Brett Coffey says about breeding is cool. I love it. She's by a trotter out of a pacer. But as I said, I thought it might have been a mistake or something. But no, I know Pat said, no, this will work. And hopefully, well, like, I mean, he's not proven wrong so far. It was 1 for 1. But hopefully this filly goes on for bigger and better things. Just quickly, Matty, yourself, the team, how many horses are you working?
Oh, we have I do about 7, I think, 6 or 7 all the time. And yeah, the team, a small amount of racehorses. At the moment I've got 4, but they've had a few wins lately. And as you know, this game is a wonderful leveller. You'll be up the top for a little bit, and then you'll be, scratching your head the next week. So I'm just enjoying having a bit of success at the moment and expecting it to stop eventually. But let's hope it doesn't stop until after the weekend.
No, that's exactly. We're not going to miss you, and you are right. It is a great level, and by the sounds you are enjoying the game at the bit. I think that's the hardest part, especially leading into winter. If you're enjoying it now, you might get through that June, July time, which in Bendigo can be very, very hard, can't it?
Well, I'm not enjoying the mornings already. It's come in pretty crisp, and I'm out there very early every morning, and like the winters are really hard, and there's a reason why people that are wealthy, they head up to Queensland, to get away from the cold down here. But look, we're used to it. Whinge about it every year. It's the same thing, isn't it? But weather is the weather, and we're still horse people, and we've got to get up no matter what, rain, hail or storm. So everybody does it. The people in the game, whoever gets success deserves it.
Absolutely, matey. Well done. Third Eye, as I said, intriguingly bred by Volstead out of a pacing bred mare. Cracking win the other day at Maryborough, and we'll look after the Maryborough because it was the Aldebaran Park Platinum as well. So a couple of, obviously Haras the Trotters, great sponsors of mine, but great supporters of both the industry. So it's a good fill at both sides, and well done to you, mate. And with Louis on the other side, you even got a Maryborough feel. So it was it would have been a good win all around for everyone there, mate. So thank you very much for joining me. Well done. Good luck on Saturday night. I'd encourage people just to watch this horse, and they've even found out a bit more about music today, Matty. You've given us everything.
A bit of educational musical lesson from Matty, but I appreciate the chat, Paul. So thanks for the interview. That's good.
Thanks, mate.